Happy New Year, everyone! Well, it's New Year, new console time, but not for me. A friend lent me this to open up. I'll wait to get the later iteration of the PS5 when they work out all the kinks and shrink it in size. Anyway, welcome to Physical Review, where we look at the design and quality of physical games, movies, and much more. In this case, the PlayStation 5. This is only a visual design review. This means I won't be looking into the functionality, the graphical fidelity, or the computing power of this console. The PlayStation 5 is a very pretty looking system. Sleekness and minimalism is the key here. Let's start from the box. It's cleanly designed. It isn't plastered with screenshot from games or loud feature list. They designed the box like a product for adult, like an appliance, so closer to a TV rather than a toy. The inner box has a handle to pick up this heavy device. It is completely blank aside from a single PlayStation logo in the front. Inside, the first thing you see is the accessory box. It contains the controller, manuals, cables, and the stand. The cables are pretty standard. The HDMI looks like it has decent length and sturdiness. The main menu is surprisingly printed in full colors. I appreciate it even though it's wholly unnecessary, since most people won't even bother reading it, and those who do will probably only read it once during the installation process. The safety manual has no color. The stand is pretty clever. If you turn it to the vertical orientation, it will reveal a compartment for the safety bolts to screw into the bottom of the PlayStation's body. When it is in the horizontal mode, it safely stores the bolts away. We'll look at the stand again when we put the system on it. The controller has a very clean yet eye-catching design compared to the mostly solid colors used by the other console's controllers. This is thanks to the use of the split black and white plastic and the lack of colors in general. There has been clear face buttons on controllers before, but I've not seen them used on monochromatic symbols, and never have I seen them on D-pad before. The home button is in the shape of the PS logo. It feels a little out of place since everything else is so minimal. The circular home screen buttons on the PS4 controllers would make more sense here. The raised logo may also make gathering gunk easier. The cleanliness concern also extends to the texture of the control stick. The normal rubber grip on the rest of the stick would have worked fine on the outer edge here. One thing I do love is the mute button in the middle of the controller, just for pure convenience sake and not having to go into the quick menu. The hand grip's ergonomics is also the best for a PlayStation controller so far, on par with the Xboxes. Back to the retail box, the system is held in place using a cardboard mold, a much welcome change from the usual hard to clean up and gets everywhere styrofoam. There's also no peelies on the smooth plastic surface, which is one less thing to throw away. The protruding faceplate would also protect the black smooth part anyway. I realize there's a pattern in the PlayStation's design throughout the generations. The PlayStation 1 is pretty rounded, the PlayStation 2 is a box, the PlayStation 3 is curvy, and the PlayStation 4 is angular with a lot of straight edge. Now the PlayStation 5 is very curvy and round again. Mark my word, the PlayStation 6 will be another rectangular shape or something with a lot of straight edges. The system itself is a tall boy. It's so unusually large that even IKEA has mock-up for you to measure up against to make sure that your new setup can accommodate it. The base locking mechanism is definitely a necessity to ensure its stability. There are ventilation grills between the faceplate and the main system along the upper half of it. While it does provide some airflow, it isn't optimal since the fan is blowing directly onto the faceplate. Dbrand has a great alternate faceplate design with vents holes directly over the fans with dust cover. Hashtag not sponsored. Dust may become a problem in the future on the grills, but with large gaps and the faceplate being removable, it should be easily cleanable. Speaking of cleaning, depending on your environment and placement orientation, it might be hard to clean out the accumulated dirt on the textured surface inside the faceplate. The texture is very tiny PlayStation button logos. I do like how the default white faceplate sandwich the black system body. Just like the controller, it is both clean yet eye-catching. However, I can't make up my mind on the faceplate's pop color design. On one hand, the extended edge, especially around the top corner, helps distinguish the system from other electronics. On the other, it breaks the overall visual smoothness and curviness. When placed in the horizontal orientation, the hook of the base latch onto the back of the bottom faceplate. Instead of having text that say lock here, the PlayStation button logos indicate where the base should latch onto. While this is on the back of the system and won't be seen, this design without using any written word is a wonderful example of a universal design to bridge language barrier. I would love to see more electronics and products do this. When viewed from the front, the horizontal orientation looks so much better than the vertical orientations. The vertical orientation looks just like a mini standing fan, but on the horizontal position with the view of the base blocked by the system itself, the PlayStation 5 looks like a spaceship hovering over the planet Arrakis, waiting for Timothée Chalamet to disembark. It feels futuristic. Unlike other videos I've done, I can't say whether or not you should get the PlayStation 5. This video is on the visual design of the system, not the value. I will say this is the best looking console of this generation. It is eye-catching without being garish, it looks good on most shelves, and it is very cleanly designed. It is also very customizable. If you don't like the white faceplate, it is designed to be easily replaceable with a different color set and possibly different material and shape once more varieties of them becomes available. Thank you for watching Physical Review. If you enjoyed this video, click like and subscribe for more. Until next time, I hope everyone will have a wonderful and fun 2022.